Hi, I'm Brenda. I wanted to share with you some crafts that I have been sampling while trying to come up with what I wanted to do as some of my retirement hobbies when it comes to be that time. I didn't want to wait until I retired and then start finding new hobbies. I've had a lot of hobbies through the years and I will continue some of those, such as gardening, but I wanted to come up with a craft that I could stick with. So I'm going to share with you some pictures and a couple short videos of different things I've tried since about the middle of last fall. I have ended with the answer is mostly crochet. I will probably continue to do a lot of different crafts, but crocheting has really become something I like. I'm in the middle of 2 granny square projects. I'm making a blanket for my husband and I'm making a book blanket where you make a square that matches the cover of every book you read. So I wanted to try that, and I think I'm getting pretty good at the granny squares. I'll have to branch out to some of the other stitches and projects sometime soon. But for now, I think I've latched onto that. I'm still going to do some painting and other things. I did some one-off projects too. You'll see I made my wedding dress into a pillow because I was going to get rid of it, but my son said he wanted to save it and he knew I had made it into a pillow at another time. It's not cut or anything. It's kind of folded into itself so that it can be unfolded and restored into the wedding dress form at any time. But I did all kinds of little projects, so enjoy, and I'll do a little voiceover along the way at each one. The very first crochet project I did was this chunky blanket. I think it's crochet, or maybe it's more like a knit type idea, but I absolutely love it. It's so warm and cuddly and soft. I just love it. And it was very easy to do. The instructions were easy. It's repetitive, and I just loved it. Then I found this that we had never done. My mom had bought it, and it was one of those kits where you tie the edges of 2 fleece throws together and it makes a little blanket, and it came out cute, and now I keep it in my car. Here's the wedding dress project I talked about. There's my dress, and then I folded it all up and it's a pillow. So that's a nice keepsake, and my son really wanted that. The first project I did with granny squares was this pillow, and I love it. I think it came out really good, and it's on the chair behind me. And these are the granny squares I'm using for my husband's blanket. They're the rustic colors. He likes the colors of a rustic cabin, I guess, and I'm making good progress on it. These are the squares I made first, actually, and little hearts I made for Valentine's Day. I got silly and I just decorated a tree with my granny squares, and then I made it into a scarf for a bear that my husband had made. Here's the books I read so far that I made granny squares for, and it's coming out really nicely. I think you can be really creative. Then I took some rocks and I painted them, and they're going to be going in our local park, Kindness Rock Garden, and I'll bring those someday. I did a macrame project. I thought maybe I would like that. I remember doing one when I was in high school, but it was much harder than I remember. I eventually finished it, and I think it looks like the owl that it's supposed to look like, but it was tougher and not really going to be my thing. But I think it came out cute for my first time really doing it. Then I tried this thing called punch needle or something like that. It came out cute. I liked it, but it really hurts my hand after a while of the repetitive motion. So this will also be a one-off. And this is something I did a long time ago. It's my great-grandmother's handkerchiefs, so I wanted to make them into a display. So I found an old window frame, and I did that. Here's some paintings I've done in the past few years. This was not recent, but it just shows I do love painting. These are oils, and the first ones were acrylics. These are all in the Bob Ross style. I took a class and gave away my best ones, but these I still have. And then I just made some random curtains for my kitchen while I was trying a bunch of crafts.